All right. So it says that we are live, and I'm messing with my computer. Oh no. I just got a pop up. Hang on.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I can get us back without crashing the live stream as soon as we start. I think we're live. So y'all, we haven't did this in a while. I got to remember how to do a live stream. Let me know if you can see and hear us. It is January the 12th, 2025. Oh, 2025.
Already the 12th. Goodness.
Yeah, I know this year will fly by before you know it. Oh, I got a birthday coming up. I'm going to be an even older man.
Uh-huh. You
Oh,
do.
these days are just flying by, y'all. All right, so it feels like we haven't did a live stream forever. And by the way, if you're watching this back later, we do record our live streams. We allow them to play back, so please keep that in mind. If you ask a
Uh,
comment,
okay, well, it was loading, but I think we're back.
well, here's the problem. My laptop that I brought out is running a cleaner program right now. Like seriously, as soon as I start a live stream. So I hope it doesn't like crash the live stream. If it does, we will start another live stream back. So I was saying we do record our live streams. If you're watching this back tomorrow, the next day, a few hours from now, you may think we're live, but we may not be. By all means, leave your comment, ask your question. We still read and respond to those. But for everybody that made it live at 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday the 12th, good to see y'all. Well, good to see your thumbnails and your questions. So it feels like we haven't had a live stream in forever.
It does.
Sorry we had to cancel last week, y'all. We were out of town. We traveled back Sunday. We were wore the heck out. It just did not work out to do a live stream. And y'all, we don't announce when we're going out of town until after the fact for very obvious reasons. We don't put that much of our life out on the internet.
Right.
And occasionally, yeah, we go to events and get togethers and things like that, and we announce that we're going to be gone. But we always have somebody here, house sitting, animal sitting, and watching the place. Tis the world we live in. So we couldn't really say, hey, we may or may not be going to do a live stream last week because we're traveling back home, letting the
Yeah.
whole world know that we're not here. So I think y'all understand how that works out. So good to see y'all. This feels good. Feels like it's been forever. And I want to say it's so washed out. Look at all the snow behind us. It's snowing in Florida. I got the camera turned up so
He
bright.
wishes.
Yeah, I know
Gosh, he
this.
wanted snow so
I wanted
bad.
snow so bad, y'all. It's so bright behind us with the sun, y'all. I'm trying to get our face illuminated. I know I'm blinding y'all with the camera. This is not a good sitting spot, but it's the sitting spot that we have on the porch
And
right here.
we're cooking tonight.
Yes, we
So
are
that's why
cooking.
we were out here freezing.
Yes,
We're gonna do birria tacos tonight.
birria,
Birria?
birria.
Well, I say birria, but that is not the correct way to say it.
Oh, well, we
I know.
got cash on. We're about
I
to get
know.
corrected.
It's birria. Birria. I'm not even really saying it right. Even saying that kind of has like that
I thought you
roll
have to
to
roll
it.
your R's. Birria.
Yeah, but I can't do it. That's why I failed out of Spanish.
Okay.
I'm just
Cash,
too
am I saying it
country.
right? Is it birria tacos?
No, it's bear. It's almost like birria, birria,
Well, I'm from the south, so I'd call it Byra tacos.
Byron
We're gonna do some of them
tacos.
Byra tacos tonight. You know me, I love my Mexican food, even though we
She's
can't
got him
pronounce
to
it
say
correct.
it, so I usually call it birria. So now he's like, "What?"
Yeah. All right. So speaking that we have, oh, Mark says we're already froze. Are you reading the bottom comments? Are we good?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
it's on my screen. We're
Mark,
good.
let me know. We're on good
Oh,
fiber
Cash
internet.
said you said it correct.
I said it correct.
Yeah.
Haha, birria. You got to roll your R's. Yes, I thought that. I thought I was correct. All right, so
I
there we
can't do
go.
it.
Cash, buddy, thank you so much. You just
Thank you,
gifted out 10
Cash. Good to
memberships.
see you tonight.
Yeah, it is good to see you, buddy. I know you've been working your tail off. And I've actually had Cash, buddy. I ain't kidding you. I've had several people reach out to me because they know you're in California, even though Cash is up in the mountains. He's a mountain man now. Look at that beard. Uh, he's not on the coast where all the fires are, but his area absolutely gets fires. But I've had several people reach out asking about you, want to know that you're safe, like legit. And Cash is good, y'all. The fires are on the coast. Our thoughts and prayers with everybody in California going through the stuff that they're going through. We all deal with something. We have wildfires here every few years. I know California gets hit with it every single year, it seems like.
Yeah.
I hate to see everybody losing all their homes and stuff. Cash area, it gets hit. Everybody just went through snowstorms and all kinds of stuff, except Florida. I wanted snow, but I know the more we get snow, the more y'all get it up north. So yeah, and I see a lot of y'all talking about having power outages and everything else. But Cash, good to see you. Thank you so much for gifting the
Yes,
memberships. That
thank
was
you.
awesome. We're actually going to give some out tonight ourselves. We try to do that every month, and we're behind. And again, we are thinking about all the people losing homes and dealing with power outages and snowstorms and everything else. It's been quite chilly here for Florida standards, but we did miss our snow. Although I'm sitting in the deer blind yesterday, decided to do a little hunting because it's cold. It was raining. It was 39 degrees. It got down to, I'm like, oh my goodness, if we'll just drop a couple more degrees, I'm going to see snow here. So I'm looking out the deer blind the whole time. I'm not looking for deer. I'm just looking in the sky. I'm like, oh, just let me see some flurries. I checked my radar 45 minutes to the north of us. By the way, I know we have some viewers from Thomasville, Georgia. It turned white. It looked like a snow band went up to Thomasville. I don't know if it went through Thomasville, but I think there was some snow 45 minutes to the north of us yesterday. We missed it by that much. And we were at a cookout last night, and our friends just to the west of us, literally a few miles, they had sleet and all yesterday. So, oh, just a couple more degrees, and we would have had that Florida snow. We haven't seen it forever. Now, with that said, it's been chilly, y'all, and it's going to be cold for a while. So I'm bundled up. I know some of y'all are dealing with crazy temperatures, so I won't complain about it too much.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Yeah, it's good fire weather, but my goodness, did it get cold last night. We were in the 20s yesterday. So we were at a cookout last night. They said it was only going to get 31 degrees here. Y'all, weatherman has been more off this year than I've ever seen in my life. So it's supposed to be 31 at daylight this morning. We were at a cookout yesterday, all standing around a fire with a big group of people, and we start seeing ice on everything. This is like 9 p.m. last night. We're like, only supposed to get to 31. I already knew it. Well, I checked my weather station at home. It was already in the 20s last night by 10 p.m. Stayed in the 20s all night long through this morning. It was in the 20s till after the sun was up this morning, and we got down to 24. So it stayed way below freezing. Luckily, before we left to go to the cookout, we put heat lamps out. We wrapped up all the citrus, everything, because we were going to have some serious issues. We were going to have pipes busted and pool pump issues and dead citrus.
Prepared last night.
Yeah, because I didn't trust that 31-degree forecast. Y'all, they've been getting it so wrong for us, so wrong. But again, no snow, no snow. Although I hear the 20th this month, we're getting another crazy deep south storm. There is a chance again.
I hope you get it because I know you want to see it.
I'm at the point now. I'm kind of starting to get over winter. I think I've finally reached that point. I love my fires. I love the firewood. I love the cool weather. But I'm starting to think about boating and maybe us going to the beach a time or two. No, I'm not a big fan of salt water.
I'm usually the one that wants it before you.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I'm already starting to think of it. It's like we've had a winter showed up late, but we've actually had a real winter. I don't know why I've talked for 15 minutes about that. Yeah, so Glenn says you got to roll that R like Stefano Demaro. Yeah. All right. So if you want snow, you're welcome to come to my house. Says Kevin. No, I'm good, buddy. I just want to see a little dusting here. And I love Florida snow. You rarely get it, but when you get it, you'll just watch it fall down. Oh, it's so beautiful. It hits the ground, it melts, it's gone. That's the snow
instantly.
That's the snow I like. By the way, I noticed we had warnings out just to the east of us last night for road freezing and bridge freezing. I haven't seen that warning pop up on our weather app for forever.
With all that ice that was out last night.
Yeah, so it got cold. Cash says Andrew is more Mexican than me. I seriously doubt that, buddy. I seriously doubt that, especially with all the fancy cooking you're constantly talking about. Okay, Judy says hello from North Georgia. Finally got some sun today to melt the snow. I know Georgia has been under crazy amounts of snow. This is crazy. A southern snowstorm that, again, is Florida. Okay. Yeah, Barry says, tell me the contrast is kicked up and that's not snow. I have the, what do you call that? Let me
ISO.
Yeah, I have the ISO bumped up on this camera because I can actually do it on this DSLR. So horrible background for recording. I have to make that super bright with the sun just so you can see our faces. Not the way it should be, but hey, it is what it is. We've never tried to do some fancy live streams, that's for sure. Okay, let's go on down here and read a few more comments because I'm an hour behind for sure. So Chuck says, hey, FYI, it's sunny and 74 in Miami. I'm headed south on another cruise. Chuck, let me give everybody your address so they can come find you for rubbing that in right there. I don't know Chuck's address.
I'm so jelly. I want to be on a cruise.
Yeah, she's been talking about a cruise a lot here lately. I'm kind of burnt out on them. We went on 3. So here's how cruises work. You go on the first one. Oh my goodness, where's this been my whole life? Somebody to drive me around, all you can eat buffets, just awesome. Second cruise, you go, you're super excited because you think it's going to be just as fun as the first. Then you're kind of like, all right, kind of been here, done this. Third cruise, I was like, all right, I have definitely been here, done this. I'm done.
We did get sick on the last one though.
We did.
Yeah.
And that's been what, 15 plus years ago.
Probably.
So now we're
Yeah.
she's finally jonesing for another cruise. Oh boy. So enjoy your cruise, Chuck, and enjoy that 74-degree weather in Miami. It'll probably be 100 next week with 100% humidity. That's how it is down there.
Hope you have fun.
Yeah. Cash says I'm safe. No fires up here, just snow and rock slides. Rock slides does not sound fun.
No, that's scary.
All right. Denise says it's been a while since been able to catch you on Sundays. We got 10 inches of snow on Friday. Yeesh, you can keep it. And let's see here. I did say Denise, right? Not Dennis.
No, I think you did.
I'm in my head. And I think Miss Sharon just jumped on, hasn't been with us a while. So it's good to see some familiar names that we haven't seen in a while.
You want to toss out some memberships?
We sure can.
Okay.
And speaking of that kind of snow, my sister is up in Kentucky. They live up in Louisville. And I think they wound up getting 14 inches just over the last few days. And then they're about to get quite a bit more. They've been sending us all the pictures. They've been getting the freezing rain, the sleet, the snow. They're literally going up to their vehicles because there's ice on the vehicle and then that much snow. And you can just grab a hold of it, bust the ice off, and it looks weird. Then you got a clean vehicle with snow piled up everywhere with this weird ice sheet. Like they've been getting it like crazy. All right, let's see where I can do some memberships here. I'm going to gift some memberships. We cannot choose who they go to. It's completely random. So there goes 5 right now. And we'll send some more out shortly after Tiffany reminds me. Let's see what else we got going on here. So Miss Lee says it's 51 there and beautiful skies. I think that's about what it is here. It feels like we're getting close to dipping back in the 40s. You can see I'm bundled up like it's 10 degrees up north, but you know, it's kind of chilly for Florida standards.
I'm just glad the wind isn't blowing.
Oh my goodness, y'all, the wind has been cutting through us, but it's been a pretty calm day today. That's why I come out this morning. So how it looks in the camera is how it legit looked this morning when I come out. It's 24 degrees. It was a winter wonderland. Anything that was metal, from my grills to the cars to whatever, ice on it, and every bit of grass, everything you could see, frost, just pure white, kind of like how the camera looks right now. And it took a couple of hours for all that stuff to melt away. So Kevin says, belly flop tonight, polar plunge. Negative. I'm not into that.
I wish we had the hot tub up. That would be nice.
I know. It probably is time now. I didn't want to put it up with all these 20-degree days that we had, but the next forecast looks good. We're going to stay in the 30s for all of our lows, so that's a little better. But Kevin, everybody's doing the ice bath craze. Not this guy right here. I'm not getting in that pool. I don't have a clue what it is, but I can tell you it's way too cold for me.
Ruger actually got in it the other day.
Well, Ruger's crazy. Ruger's absolutely crazy.
I think he was like in shock because he stood there for like 10 minutes. I was like, are you okay?
No, he loves it. He really does love it. So Jonathan says, that's why I moved to Florida. No snow. Jonathan, depending on where you live, you can get it. But if you're Central Florida on, you're probably safe. You're not going to get it. So Crystal, yes. She says, my dad got pneumonia a couple weeks ago and didn't know if he was going to make it or not. He's tough, but he's better now. Crystal,
I'm glad to hear he's better.
This pneumonia and flu type A. Oh my goodness. We know several people with pneumonia right now and quite a few people that just went through flu type A. Actually, a lot of my family just went through both of those things. It is running around like crazy. Y'all be safe. Y'all be careful. We're totally we're super excited and happy to hear that your dad's got over it, because I know he's kind of been dealing with a lot. Certainly you have too, taking care of him. Justin says January is always a winter month. I suppose it is. So it's February. Sometimes March can be. Who knows? See, Cash is already bailing on us. He says, I got to jump off, finish tractor work. Got to pay the bills. Probably a heating bill.
See you later, Cash.
He's dealing with the snow and all. I bet in California with snow, I can't imagine what your electric bill is. Gas, diesel, electricity out there is through the roof. Glenn, good point. He says time changes in 8 weeks or so. So, yet we'll start slowly reminding y'all when time changes. We spring forward with it on the live streams. We'll go back to doing them at 7 p.m. when it's still daylight outside.
And I hope we get to keep that time change. Oh,
I know.
That would be nice.
There's talks that we may finally keep the time change. Let me bump the camera up. I cannot stand this fallback junk where it's dark. Oh, I bumped the camera way too far up. It is what it is. I'm hoping we spring forward and stay there. That would be awesome. I can't stand this getting dark early stuff. Cash says I'll be on later on. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Uh-oh, Tripping says, laying on the couch, bundled up, been sick all weekend. My goodness, we have heard that so much. So many people are getting sick. Stay safe. That is one benefit of us staying or working from home. We don't go out as much as most people do, so we're not as exposed. But honestly, I am shocked that we're not sick. We have burnt the roads down the last 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Multiple Thanksgiving get-togethers, multiple Christmas get-togethers,
A lot of people.
birthday get-togethers, cookouts, a little short trip. We've been around a tremendous amount of people, and all you hear nowadays, if you go to the store or anywhere else, is hacking and coughing. Oh, she just went to Costco, and that's what she was talking about. She's like, all I
I
can
was
hear.
literally holding my breath the whole time.
She's like, all I can hear is hacking and coughing. I'm like, yep, it's everywhere right
I
now.
know. I feel bad for people.
So Larry says in North Georgia they still have snow on the rear deck. Man, that's crazy. You'll enjoy it. I know you'll occasionally get to see it, but not too often. But you're probably ready for it to go by now.
Adam.
What? Oh boy.
Yeah, you see him itching his nose.
Can you actually see him?
He keeps itching his nose, right?
So Adam says, trim your nose hairs. Thanks, Adam. So Tiffany, right before the live stream started, she always does a booger check and a nose hair check. Oh boy. Again, that's the two things I make as I get older that I don't want hair and boogers. So she's telling me, she's like, trim your nose hairs. I'm like, I trimmed them twice yesterday. I kid you not. It was David, we finally found out, sent me the nose hair trimmer. Well, I used it twice yesterday before we went to the cookout because things were waving. And I cannot get all my hairs trimmed
Yeah,
for
something's
nothing.
going on. We're gonna have to wax them.
No,
Yeah.
I ain't into that waxing and pulling an eyeball out stuff. No. So I trimmed twice yesterday, and she's still telling me I got hairs today. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious! Like I just ran that thing all around there and cut hairs yesterday, but apparently I still got to do
when
it.
you're sticking it in there, you're probably pushing those long ones away or something.
Maybe. Well, Adam obviously noticed, so thank you, Adam, for pointing that out. So, Kathy, how is the hunting blind installation doing? Laughy face, you must have seen the temperatures. You could pretty much hunt in a Speedo right now if you wanted to. The installation is working that good, especially with that diesel
you
heater.
started something now.
No, we sure. Hey, I'm not getting my channel banned. We're not showing that. That's for sure. Yeah, it works extremely well. So we got home too late last night. I really wanted to get up and go this morning while it was in the mid to low 20s to test it out. But I've already hunted a few days this week with it 27, 28, 29, and I can get it 90 degrees plus in there on speed 1 on the diesel heater. I've not even went to speed 2 and it goes up to 6. There's no point. Literally, I'm opening windows while it's 30 degrees outside. It works too good. The installation is phenomenal. The diesel heater is phenomenal. Both those things together is great. I did go put some vents in the hunting blind today. That'll help. I've got my dehumidifier in, so we're going to run that out there, and we're just going to watch everything. I'm going to try. Our hunting season ends next weekend, so I'm going to try to hunt another day or two this week. But y'all, we have got a crazy busy week this week. So we always tell y'all the upcoming stuff on the live stream. That's a benefit of getting on these. We'll let you know what's coming. So this week we're putting up our first ever structure at the river property. Super excited about that. Everything is on the ground over there. Supposed to get a lot of rain and nastiness tomorrow, so that's going to push everything off and delay it. But we got our barn going up over there, so we can start staging materials, equipment, and things like that while we start on the new house build over there. We're meeting with the architect. Our first meeting this week. We've already been talking with the architect who we met on YouTube, one of our viewers, by the way. So this is going to be cool.
It's getting exciting.
Yep, we got our house plans. Actually, as soon as we kill the live stream tonight, we're going to be playing around with the house plans a little, adding a couple things to some house plans that we found. We start that process this week, so that's super exciting. The first structure. I'm trying to get the well put in at the property this week.
I'm super excited about that.
Yeah,
I'm
nervous though.
I am too.
We already know the water isn't going to be good. I just want to make sure the well isn't pump dry and we don't have to drill a well, because that will save us thousands of dollars.
That's what I want to know.
So we have some really cool stuff going this week. Plus, I teased a lot of y'all. The members already know this. Some of our Patreon people and YouTube members, because I put some sneak peeks out. But we have a really awesome DIY build coming. I don't know if y'all seen the thumbnail for tonight. That is a build I have been wanting to do forever. It's a smudge pot, waste oil heater.
Joker out tonight.
I know it is starting to get cold. No, we got all that rain tomorrow. We got a ton of rain
You
tomorrow.
can't just wheel it back in the shop.
Well, we have to burn it completely out.
Well, just put a little splash in there.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, we got a really cool build coming. I'm still editing that video. Tuesday afternoon, that should post. So a lot of exciting stuff. Starting this week, we're kicking off the New Year's Right. What?
Just a comment.
A comment. I'll make it there in an hour. Let me guess, Adam or Glenn or yeah. Wait a minute. Is
Miss Sharon.
oh, I'm about to say, is Chris on or not? I haven't seen Chris yet. Where you at, Chris? I figured if it's gonna be a smart comment, like
I saw him on at the very beginning. Let me look.
he will say something about cheese.
Yeah. Come on,
So
Chris,
yeah,
speak up if you're here.
exciting stuff happening this week. Some cool videos coming out, and then the following week after. Oh, and see, there's Mark asking, where's the smudge pot? So I've got it in the barn because they're calling for an inch of rain tomorrow. It's like 90%.
That thing is so nice. It just warms from
It
head
does.
to toe.
For me to take a wild guess at it, no plans or nothing, just wing it. That thing works so extremely well, extremely well. I'm super excited to have that out here when we have all these big get-togethers. So that video is coming up Tuesday. I'm excited to share that with you. Man, I can't.
Oh, you are so far behind.
I am way behind, Anna. I am way behind. Let me go on up here.
You're like 20 minutes behind.
Yep, there's Mark again. Smudge pot. Yeah, I know. I'm always behind. I talk, y'all, in case y'all haven't noticed that. Yes, Crystal, I agree with you on the time change there. Thanks to those 20s. I bet you won't be beating mosquitoes back tonight, says
that is
Robert.
A good thing.
Y'all, we haven't had mosquitoes in a while. We've had enough 20-degree days and enough heavy frost over the last couple months now. I think about it. Mosquitoes have been non-existent. But as soon as we start getting into March and April, oh, they'll be back with a vengeance. But if we can keep getting these heavy frost, it just knocks bugs down like crazy. I do like that we live far enough in North Florida that we do get frost because it really, although it's a pain with your plants and citrus and your pipes, it's really good for the bugs. I really do like that. So Andrew and Sankey says, question, was you able to hit your Amazon bonus? Last month we did hit it, y'all. Yes. First time we've hit it in months.
Thank y'all so much for your support on that.
Thank y'all so much. It was close, and then we got to the end of the month, and all y'all that went and used our Amazon store link, you got us there. We did get it. This month, I don't know that we're going to hit it. We're kind of a little behind, to be perfectly honest with you. The good news is Amazon did lower our bonus threshold for the first time ever. They've normally been raising it because we missed a few months and we didn't hit it. So I guess they realized they put it too high, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So y'all, everybody that's using our Amazon link to make all your daily Amazon purchases, we thank you so much.
Yes, thank you
so much. It's a huge part of just how we're able to do this. We, again, I tell you, we buy all of our diesel and gasoline with it now. It used to start out for we'd make $100 a month for the longest time, it seemed like, and then it got big enough and still is big enough now that it completely covers our fuel bill, which is a pretty big bill with all the traveling you've seen me do, all the diesel that I buy for the equipment. So that is such a blessing. So now we can take that money that should go toward fuel and we put it toward things like the exciting projects and buying metal and the house stuff and things like that. So thank you for asking. We appreciate you so much. We did finally hit a bonus last month. Robert says, I get my ears waxed, my nose waxed, my hair grows like it's being fed. I know that. Miracle grow every 2 months and looks like a force for the second month. Oh boy. I have a.
So does it hurt really bad?
He's not going to be honest because he wants me to do it.
Well, yeah. If he's going through the pain every 2 months, apparently it don't hurt that bad.
And then Kevin says, wax your nose hair. I bet it would be a great video. Yeah. I told Tiffany I might do it for like if we hit 500,000 or something. And I forget what do they got me doing at $1 million if we ever get there?
Like a body wax or something.
Oh yeah, it was like oh my god, whoa. What kind of weird viewers do we got? Why do we keep doing wax stuff? Like what are we getting into?
If you're new here and we have this crazy talk.
Yeah.
This
Sorry
is
if you're
stuff
new.
Our viewers come up.
Oh look, it's dropping. We just lost 10 people. It happens. Oh goodness. Live wax, says Judy. No, thank you. Oh boy. I have a weird phobia about anything around my eyes. Can't stand that. And my nose.
He won't even let me put eye drops in his
my nose. And all I can imagine is I'm gonna rip hair out my nose. It's gonna feel like it tugs on my eyeball and burn like crazy. And I don't like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we talk about everything here.
We do talk about a lot. So Adam says, Andrew, please keep your clothes on. I'm assuming that's because I talked about hunting in a Speedo because it's so hot in there. I'm that far behind. I will definitely do that, Adam. Now, over on our OnlyFans, we may do some Speedo hunting if y'all want to see it. I'm totally kidding, y'all. We do not have an OnlyFans. We do not have one.
Oh my goodness.
All right. BJ Feast says, hey, it's my first live stream. BJ, I hope you're still on. You can see how far behind I get on comments. So thank you for jumping on. You've probably just jumped off with the last stuff that you just heard here. All of our live streams they're very, they're not scripted. They're
Open book.
They're not professional. We just hang out on the porch, usually do a little cooking, and just talk about content videos and basically viewer questions. So thank you for spending your Sunday evening with us. And they're sharing whether I need my camo Speedo for hunting. Yep. And I'm pretty sure we just lost BJ Feast. So Brad, let's see here. I lost your question. Where was it? Where is it? Okay. So sorry that the ice maker died. What do you plan on doing with it? Don't straw it away. It's what I bought brought so many of us to your channel. So Brad, I feel like we beat a dead horse with that series. Part of me was like, man, should I build another one? But I ain't gonna lie, the series was starting to die. I made so many videos with it, and I know it brought 20-30,000 people to the channel. It really, really did. But I know a lot of y'all stayed for all the other DIY projects and fun stuff. So when it died, I'm not gonna lie, there was almost a little bit of a relief there because I had moved it in my processing room. My processing room is the next junked up room, so to speak, and it takes up a lot of room. And I've still got my ice maker from the porch that happens to perfectly fit underneath my big stainless work table in there, my big stainless sink. So when it died, I drug it outside, cleaned it all out, and drug my old porch ice maker in there, seen how well it fit. And I was like, oh my goodness, I just got a ton of room back in here. And I reorganized the room, moved some stuff around, and I kind of fell in love with having the room. But I still have an ice maker out there now. Plus, we got the bigger one on the porch. Excuse me. So I've been back and forth. I don't think I'm going to build another one. I just don't think the interest is going to be there because whenever I was doing that series, I could just see view counts and interest were just plummeting, falling off a cliff. So while there's still a lot of diehard people around that love that series that would watch some of the content, I don't know there's going to be enough interest there to put all the money, time, and effort in there and then steal my room back out of the room kind of where I need it. Now, the good news is all the parts and ice makers and everything else still works. A good friend of mine has my original ice maker build, the one that brought everybody to the channel. That one's still kicking. That freezer's working great. Obviously, I just had an issue with this freezer. He wants all the ice maker's parts and everything else, so he has backups for his ice maker that he uses every single day, the original one. So it's not like the parts aren't going to a good home. Everything is just not going to the dump. But I just don't trust this ice maker no more. It locked up, compressors squealing. It quit cooling. Stuff was melting. Thank goodness it's just concrete floor in that room. We caught it very quick. I was able to drag it outside and let it finish, de-icing and melting for the next several days. But the parts are going to a good home. The freezer is done with, so to speak. And I don't think we're going to be doing another build, just to be perfectly honest with you. I'm enjoying having the room in there. If I didn't have another ice maker, we may, but again, it's a room issue. It really is. And I don't want an ice maker back out in the shop, to be honest with you, because I'm doing so much metal working, grinding dust and metal everywhere. I just don't want none of that around the ice maker. So whatever ice maker we have, I want it to stay in that room. And between the big one that we have right here on the porch and the one in there,
yeah, hopefully we'll make enough.
We're okay. Now, whenever we're going to do the big saltwater trips where I need 80 to 100 pounds of ice, what we'll do is come out here a day or two before, bag some up, 10, 20, 30 pounds in some bags that we get off of Amazon, throw it in a deep freezer, and then we'll also scoop out of these. So we have options to get me all the ice that I need.
More memberships out. I'm going to get the black.
Yes, I do need to give some more memberships out. Again, y'all, very random. Let me give 5 more. I'm allowed to give out 10 of these a month. So we're about to gift out another 5, and we're definitely going to be giving y'all members some sneak peeks this week as we're doing stuff over at the property, new structures, all kinds of stuff. So here goes another random 5 memberships. Congratulations to y'all that got them, whether you wanted them or not. You got it at least for a month. All right, Adam, thank you again, buddy. He says, that's a real rocket stove. What's for supper? That smudge pot is not a good rocket stove, Adam, if that's what you're talking about. I wouldn't eat nothing cooked over that. It would be disgusting. And in case you're really asking what's for supper, Tiffany's doing birria.
Yes,
I'm saying it correct now.
I'm going to let you say it.
Birria tacos. Cash says I was rolling my R's correctly and saying it correctly, so now that's what I'm going to say. So Blake, awesome. We got some new people on tonight. Says just found your channel today. Great content. Welcome, Blake.
Welcome, Blake.
As you can see, our live streams are nothing like our content. It's just us hanging out on the porch and chit-chatting and answering your questions. Very unprofessional.
Usually every Sunday.
Usually every Sunday. We've had to skip a few here due to the holiday season.
We should be good now, though.
I think we are good now. So welcome and good to have you on. Thanks for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. And as Crystal says, absolutely. Anybody that's new on tonight, we've already seen a few. Please feel free to introduce yourself. We love having you. We have an awesome community of people here. We literally call everybody here our family. Like so many people have become friends and know each other and literally go see each other and go to each other's wedding. It's, you know, weddings, things like that, birthdays. It's been cool how people have introduced themselves to each other and found each other based off the channel. Like we just never knew that was going to happen when we first started this channel. I'm laughing because everybody keeps talking about the Speedo. So Robert says, use your Amazon link today. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you so much. Really, really do. So Chris, hey, you finally got a legit question, Chris. By the way, we pick on Chris because he picks on me. He says, how about a cooking video and a new podcast? So we can give you one of those. Hang on. Let me move the camera around and I'll let Tiffany talk about that. I need to bump it up. And she's warming up the Blackstone for some cooking, and I'll let her tell you about one of them. Hopefully I don't unplug the camera when I move it because I have been guilty of doing that. It's got tiny little cables plugged into it, and they don't like staying very well. All right. Back out. I'm going to keep the camera kind of whited out and bright, y'all, because we are living in daylight. I know it doesn't look the world's best, but again, we're not trying to be professional on their live stream. All right, Tiffany, can you give Chris one of his requests?
Yes. So we did do a cooking video.
All right.
We've got to edit it, and we got to launch our channel. So as soon as Andrew gets the time, I haven't learned the software yet of all the editing I need to. We need to spend time doing that, and when we get a chance, we're gonna start working on that.
Yep.
I want to launch it soon.
Yeah.
Like
So we've got our first video recorded, and it was pretty much all shot by Tiffany, y'all. So props to you. We got her own camera now, her own set of mics. I was working in the shop building the smudge pot. Actually, she moved the camera all around. I only came around to help fire up the big, cooker out there. Assist her with that, just a little, grab some firewood. She pretty much recorded herself. We're about to teach her how to do some editing, and either this week or next week, we should be launching the cooking channel that everybody's been asking for. So now we're a glutton for punishment. We're about to start our 5th channel.
And I don't want to say set in stone of what we're gonna do, but
no,
I
don't do that.
To film every other Sunday and then spend every other Sunday, making the videos and all that.
Yep.
And then hopefully maybe get 2 out a month.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
And we're probably going to pull some cooking videos off of this channel because they don't really fit on this channel, y'all. And we'll delete them off of this, put them over there. So for those of y'all that do follow our cooking channel, don't worry. We'll announce that when it's available. I'll put a community tab out and we'll announce it next week's live stream. Things like that, give you links. We're still working on the logo, although we pretty much almost got it finished. But you're going to see some slightly older videos mixed in with some newer videos because we really need to put all the cooking content over there. And it's going to be a lot of Tiffany, a lot of y'all's requests for outdoor over the fire and coal cooking, a lot of y'all's requests for Instapot cooking and things like that. A lot of people, we're finding out through family and everything else, are kind of intimidated by air fryers and Instapots and things like that. We'll obviously show the Blackstone. I'll be doing some smoking and cooking on there, some wild game cooking. So we're just going to have a smorgasbord of content.
I really want to use this while the weather's cool.
Yeah.
Because in the summer, it's kind of impossible to use it unless it's.
And by that, for the new people, she means that huge 9-foot cooker out there. Plus, we've got a bunch of other custom-made, built on the channel types of cooking appliances that we'll be cooking out there with as well. Not the new smudge pot, as Adam was asking about, because that doesn't make a very food-friendly fire, if you know what I mean. So that is coming very soon, Chris. So Crystal,
I kind of started this a little early. These aren't going to take very long.
what's up, Dean? Just kind of chat, and if it's got to sit there on a plate, I don't know that I care all that much. So Crystal, thank you. So she ordered a bunch of stuff through Amazon last night. Every little bit helps. It absolutely does, Crystal. Thank you so much.
Our cheerleader.
Yeah, Blake says thank you for the warm welcome. You are welcome, Blake. We really do have an awesome community of people here. We really, really do. All right. Thank you, Kathy. I'm reading. Body wax, says Danny. No, you bunch of weirdos. No. Stop. Hey, goodness. So Jill says, congrats on the 30,000 sub increase this week. We didn't get that many, Jill. We only got, I don't know if we've even got 1,000 this week. Now, we may have jumped up 30,000 like on Facebook or something, but our YouTube's been nice and slow growth, but we definitely haven't gained that much. Now, we did get quite a few views this week. Our videos have definitely been more and more views. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been posting less content. I used to back in the day do 5 to 6 videos a week, which is impossible. If I'm just doing random mowing grass or just around the house videos, I can get you a video every day. But some of those get a little boring after a while. We've been doing a lot less videos over the last many months, but trying to do more cool and interesting projects along with our daily life sprinkled in. That's what the channel is about. And our view count has actually went up, and we have been picking up more subs. So this year, my plan is to probably make less content, especially now that we have 5 channels. So I'm spread too thin as it is, but we're going to try to make better content, more interesting content. Again, we're going to start a whole new house build series and try to give people hope and show how you can build a super affordable home. We're going to do a lot of these custom metalworking builds and fun stuff that aren't realistic. Let's just be honest, but super fun stuff that I just lay in bed thinking about building, and some of y'all think about building and wanting and desiring as well. So we're going to do some fun content like that. That's kind of the plan for this year. We'll see how it works out thus far. Working out really, really well. Miss Ramilla says, that snow behind you I can't see so well. Well, I know it's late over there. You're probably sleepy, being that you're halfway around the world. But no, I've got the camera so bright so it can pick up our faces, not snow. We barely miss snow down here. Well, I should say we barely miss flurries. There was flurries just to the north of us yesterday, sleet just to our west. We didn't get none of it here. It was so close. All we got was rain and 30-degree temperatures. I kept expecting to see some flurries, but if they had touched the ground, they would have melted. So no snow. Bummer. All right, let's see what else we got here. Miss Lee. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry I'm so far behind, but thank you so very much.
Thank you, Miss Lee.
You should not have done that. You're always so kind and generous. She says, Happy New Year. Your choice for spending this. You know what? I think that's going to go to the dogs. We're starting them on a new, very nice dog food for some itchy skin conditions. So we're going to put that to the dogs. Thank you so much for supporting our puppies. How about that? So Michael says, don't build a new ice maker. It would feel tainted. You got a point there. You can't really, it's like having a cult classic movie, for example, and then you want to go redo it. It usually never works out. You kind of can't go redo the original. What I need to do is come up with a new ice maker. And by that, I mean, I need to come up with something just as new and exciting that's DIY. I've been wanting to kind of find a new series of something that everybody just wants to watch and check out. And it may wind up being some solar stuff because people are always so interested in that stuff. Or spray foam, as we found out here lately. Oh my goodness. All right. Y'all, I got to shoot down a little ways. You can ask your question again, but I got to start shooting down. I am way behind. So Bobby says, I watched your other video and loved it. You are well insulated in the blind. I absolutely am. I don't need any more insulation. For all the haters that kept saying that little bit of spray foam wasn't going to do much, you need a lot more. I don't know why. I can get it. I'd probably get it 100 degrees in there. Who would ever want it that hot? Like 70 something is more than good. I'm reading. Uh-oh. Donald says we froze up for a second or two, and then he asked for a belly flop. You're not getting a belly flop. Probably not for about 4 months now that I think about it. That pool is freezing. And hopefully it was just on your end and we're not freezing up on our end. So Robin Crystal says, what's the average time you spend editing content for a video? Oh, goodness. It varies wildly. So like say a log splitting video or something basic, I may spend 45 minutes editing, another 15, 20 minutes processing, another 15, 20 minutes making a thumbnail, uploading, doing video. So let's just say the average 15-minute video takes a couple hours to edit, thumbnail, build the description, hashtags, all that good stuff. But then there's videos like what I've been working on today and yesterday. It's going to be almost a 40-minute build video that had probably 200 video clips for the smudge pot, because I just love making these type. But I'll spend a few hours editing that, plus all the time making thumbnails, building the descriptions, the hashtags. So it varies wildly, anywhere from 2 to 6 hours to make the content y'all see. And that's on top of all the 2 days it took to build the smudge pot, all the moving around the camera and recording. So a 30-minute or 40-minute really detailed video, I can have legitimately 3 to 5 days in for work, recording, and editing. Like there's a big reason why you don't know a lot of people doing this. A lot of people think this is just get rich quick and whatever. Is so far from the truth. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love this job more than anything, but you got to work it for free for years. You got to do all this kind of editing to maybe make $60 on a video, or maybe you get that rare one that takes off. And honestly, y'all, it could make you a few $1,000s on the video, but that is so rare for channels like us. Now, some of your bigger channels that have millions of followers, oh yeah, they can make that every video, but they put in their hard work and years of hard work to get there. So that's a good question. I wish people asked that more. I really feel like making a video on that one day, just kind of behind the scenes and what it truly takes. I can literally make a standard job take 2 to 3 times as long, just because of all the getting out of the equipment, moving a camera, putting one here. Oh, dead battery. Oh, card's not reading correctly. Run back to the house, get this, get that. Oh, it extends jobs greatly. But again, I am not complaining at all. I couldn't think of a job I would want to do more than this. So if y'all might ever be interested in that, like a behind the scenes, how you record, edit, and everything else, I'd be happy to make one of those videos. I used to actually get that question quite a bit. We haven't had it in forever. Terry says, I can't believe you're still alive based on all those YouTube comments for the hunting blind. I know, right? Man, Terry. And I hope people gathered that I wasn't cutting on people. We literally got over 3,000 comments just on that single video. And sadly, 90% of them were negative. Some were disgusting, like literally had to block and ban people. And I don't believe in censoring people at all. But when you put hateful, rude, disgusting stuff that I don't want, we have children that watch this show and family-friendly people. If it's vulgar and disgusting or wishing death and things like that, you're blocked, you're gone. If you just got, hey, I recommend you do this, that, and the other, that's fine. Constructive criticism is absolutely no problem. But y'all wouldn't believe the pure natural hate that we got on that video, especially on Facebook. I'm talking thousands of comments. I just gave y'all a small snapshot. But then we also had some good comments too. But that's just kind of life. You got to have thick skin. That's putting yourself on the internet here, dealing with all that. But yeah, if you read a lot of those, I should have been gone the day I recorded that video. Like, oh my goodness, people. Oh, if you don't have, like Grandma used to say, you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. But if you got some constructive criticism that's not vulgar or rude or whatever, absolutely. That's what I love about the comment sections in our videos, because everybody gets to learn. I get to learn, you get to learn. Read the comments. Absolutely. So what video editing software do I use? I use Shotcut, SHOTCUT, just like it sounds. It's probably one of the best free editing softwares out. I have thought about going to like the paid for stuff like Adobe Premiere and all, but I've been using Shotcut for years. I know how to fly through it, how to do good editing. It supports 4K. Oh, I'm going to have a hard time walking away from it, because I've learned it so well right now. And free is always nice. Yeah, Robert says, so Robert, here's the problem. He says, I wish you'd put all your content on this channel. I'm going to wind up, if you got too many channels, you're going to wind up missing videos. So I totally understand your thinking, but here's the problem we have found out. For example, let's take the ice maker build that attracted 30,000 people to this channel. Well, we milked that series as long as we could, giving those people what they clicked on, what they subscribed for, what we could give them. But then when they started seeing gardening videos and tractor videos and everything else that didn't interest them, well, here's the problem you wind up with. If you have too broad of a channel, people are here either for cooking videos, or they're here for tractor videos, or they're here for the build stuff. And here's the way the algorithm works. If they're here for ice maker videos, for example, and they don't see them, They get notification after notification after notification, and it's gardening videos, tractor videos, everything else. These people will stop watching or they'll unsubscribe. Well, even if you don't unsubscribe, you can have a channel with 1 million subscribers, and you'll notice you're only getting a few thousand views a video. That's because you had popular videos attract people here, but because you didn't give them repeat of what they wanted, they just quit watching. And the algorithm sees that. You can stay subscribed to us all day long. If you start watching other channels or have different interests and don't click on us often, it's going to quit recommending us whether you're subscribed or not. Unless you have the little bell icon beside subscribe, turn on all notifications, then it will let you know. That's the way it works. So we've got to be very careful about having a broad channel. It actually hurts you overall, and we've seen that. That's why we have as many subscribers as we do. And for the longest time, we're getting 5, 6, 8,000 views a video. Now here lately, it's been a lot better, but I've been doing a lot more DIY and build stuff, what people really want to see on the channel. So that's why we're having to split stuff up. And every time we put a cooking video on this channel, it doesn't hardly get no views because people aren't on this channel for cooking videos, because we occasionally sprinkle them in. But if we'll go do a cooking channel, well, people are going to that specifically wanting to watch cooking videos, and they're probably going to watch most of what you post. Now, if I go to have a cooking channel, start throwing tractor videos in, people are going to be like, I'm not interested in tractors. I don't want to watch that.
We are all over the place.
We are all over the place. This is kind of our life channel, but more of developing the property, working in the shop, building stuff, showing how we make income, just working out in the middle of nowhere. But we've gotten too broad. We really have, and it hurts us in the long run. That's why we have to split all this up. And trust me, it's a lot more work on us. It's aggravating to have multiple channels, but I have learned it's really the right thing to do. It really is. Now that I just spent an hour and a half talking about that, and probably let 50 more comments pop up that I can't get to. So can you make a fireplace from a propane tank, like 55-gallon drums? You get 2 out of 1 tank, maybe. I could, but 55-gallon drums I don't like because they're thin, they rust out. I like using the stick metal stuff that I do because it lasts forever. So I try to stay away from the thin stuff. So Wade says, I'm new here. What's this about Andrew and a Speedo? Y'all are some creeps. Or creeps not. Y'all want me to keep waxing and getting a Speedo. We are literally losing all the new people that just jumped on tonight. So Danny, what are the other channels? We have the Kelleys Outdoors, my original channel. My goodness, I've had that channel for 12 or 15 years. I don't post on it hardly at all anymore. I hope to change that. That's hunting, fishing, kayaking, kind of our local outdoor and just nature stuff. Yeah, crabbing. So the Kelleys Outdoors. Then we have the Kelleys Reviews. That is a review only channel. You know, I used to do a lot of reviews on this channel. I'm starting to do less and less and less. But here's the cool thing, like I was just saying, that channel only has like 4,000 subs, but I'm getting just as many views on every video I post over there as I do here. Even though this channel is a lot bigger, because when people click on a channel that says review in the title, they better expect reviews. Whereas people on this channel, a lot of them don't want to see a review of a product. But honestly, it's part of our living, so occasionally we sprinkle them in. Then we have the Kelleys Off Script. We haven't posted a podcast over there in forever. That one we get to when we get to. And then we're about to have the Kelleys Country Cooking. I already have that channel made. You may not be able to find it yet, but once we get our logo and everything up,
find it the other day when I
there's no videos on it, so it'd probably be impossible to find. I will post that very soon once we start putting content on that. I think that was 5, right? Yeah, maybe. Sounds like it. Adam, I don't know what you're saying. Way to go, Tiffany, about, because I'm an hour behind on your comment, but thank you, Adam.
He was talking about the cooking channel.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. That's got to be what it is. Man, I'm so far behind. Oh, goodness gracious with the Speedo comments. We're just got to start.
Extra for tomorrow, by the way. We're not eating all these tonight.
Oh, my goodness. You remember when we used to eat kind of bad and we would put 12 pounds of food on there and people would legit think we're eating that in one night? I'm like, no. If we're going to dirty all this up, the dishes, everything else, we'll make, 2 days worth of food and eat it for lunch tomorrow, supper tomorrow. All that good stuff. Oh, goodness. All right, let me scroll on down here. Oh, my goodness. We're still talking about waxings and everything else. What is going on with you people? So Julie says, hey, I was busy feeding the dog and cat. You guys look cold. We're good right now. It's
Blackstone's warm.
Yeah, there's heat right here. It's in the 40s and dropping. It was 24 this morning, stayed in the 20s all night long through yesterday. That's a bit cold for Florida standards. Going to warm up a little more, rain, and then we're right back in the 30s all week. Now we're talking lows here. That's what us Florida people got to talk about. We don't talk about them highs unless it's summertime. So Glenn and Shannon want us to know what's your favorite Cajun seasoning, Tiffany?
Gosh. I don't know. I have so many. There's this one that I get, and I don't know that it's a particular brand. It's just like a store brand, and it comes in a big container. I just like the chunkier the Cajun seasoning, the better for me, anyways, and how I cook. They're all pretty good. Slap Your Mama, pretty good.
Yeah. Again, hey, we're from the South. Slap your mama seasoning. Yeah. Hey, we're not condoning slapping your mama. I would never do that. My daddy would slap me right back. But yes, slap your mama seasoning is pretty popular. So, question: how close is Cash to the fires? That's been a very popular question. He was just on, but he had to jump off. Mr. Mike, he's good. He's way away. Cash is way up in the mountains on the western side of California. All the fires are, on the coast right now. He's good. He's actually dealing with a lot of snow and rock slides right now. So if he had fire, that'd be mighty weird with all the snow that he claims he's got. But Cash does have to deal with that occasionally. But he's very good. I've had a lot of people reach out to me this week worried about Cash. So Mr. Robert says video quality wins over quantity. That initial DIY spray foam video took off, didn't it? It does. And that's something we got to focus on this year. I want to do better videos. We're now recording in 4K. We bought computers to edit in that. We want to continue to focus on good audio right here. That's more important than just about anything. It's just the way it's going to be this year. That's what we're going to try. I think that's going to be a good success for us. Even though you'll get less content, you'll get longer videos, you'll get better videos. And then if you want to continue to watch more content, we got other channels too. We'll be sprinkling stuff about. So you can still get several videos a week if you want it. Greg says, Tiffany, you better put that PPE on while cooking. You can get grease in that eye.
Put what on?
That PPE. Yeah. You want me to get you one of them Breaking Bad suits next week so you can be in a white suit, a full face mask, everything. Oh boy. So Kathy says, tortillas, are we over the carnivore trial? Yes, Kathy. We've actually been over it for a while. We keep threatening to go back full carnivore for January.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we're sprinkling it back in.
Yeah.
Just today, I was trying to think of what to cook out here. Nothing sounded good. We've been eating a lot of steaks, a lot of, just meat. So I was like, well, free us.
We're on what I call mostly vor right now. Now, the cookout last night, but during the week, we're eating mostly meat.
Yeah.
And I've told Tiffany, like, I'm honestly at the point, we keep threatening to go back to just straight carnivore for another couple months, clear ourselves out again, lose more weight, get that feeling back, and then go back to the kind of ketovore, which is a little bit of vegetables sprinkled in, mostly meat. It'll be our vegetables, good quality stuff that we know is pesticide free, herbicide free. The occasional homemade pizza, for a cheat day on a Saturday or something.
We messed it up this week too, doing the cooking video.
We did. Well, we messed up the last 2.5 months with Thanksgiving and Christmas. But we kind of knew we were eventually going to reach a point where we weren't going to eat just strictly meat. We used that as we lost a pile of weight on that diet. We felt good. Blood pressure and everything got good. And then we just wanted to ease back into just a little bit healthier eating. So and by the way, these tortillas, those are the low carb ones, right?
The keto one.
Yeah, that's the keto tortillas. So we're kind of going back ketovore. Super low carb, cut your sugars out, no processed foods. That's the key. It's a pretty healthy way of still eating. And we used to lose weight on this diet as well. Now to just help us maintain all that we lost for going on carnivore. We're just kind of flirting around with it. We may tell y'all next week we went back strictly carnivore because it is on our mind to get back on. It is pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're playing around with it. As long as we're not gaining a pile of weight, as long as we're feeling healthy and looking good, we're just kind of playing around with our diet. The biggest thing is no sugars, no processed food. Stay away from that. That right there, you're already winning.
Here is our tacos.
Barilla tacos.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yes.
I haven't had these things in a while.
I know we haven't had them in a while. And other than the tortilla, a little bit of the seasoning, we're almost back carnivore right there, but not quite. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Yeah. Catch another comment or two. I see several people so Scott just said just got solar installed. Julie's talking about she would get solar panels to charge her EcoFlow, but have no clue about them. Julie, don't ever hesitate to reach out via email. I will help you out. I literally get probably 5 to 15 emails a week just from people asking about solar. What panels? What do I do? I'll help you out as best I can. I'm no expert, but I've definitely learned a lot over the years. I'll help you out as best I can if that's something you're interested in. We'll make sure that you put the right stuff to your system. I definitely know the EcoFlow products. The last thing we want you to do is burn something out or blow money basically on something that you didn't need. And all right, I'm reading. So everybody's welcoming Perry, but Perry's been with us for a while. I recognize that thumbnail. But he was talking about how he found us. We appreciate all of our new and long-time subscribers, y'all. Like we always say, we do not take this for granted at all. We are very, very blessed, and it's thanks to y'all. So Roger says, I would enjoy behind-the-scenes video. Company says, I can't imagine how long it takes to film your videos. It's a lot more than people think. They see a 10 or 15-minute video and think, all right, you whip that up and got it going. That is just not the case. Oh, it is not the case. It's not. I wish, like I always say, I wish we were the Kardashians where we could just sit around on the couch and talk and be billionaires. Go on vacation and be billionaires. Yeah. Just not the way it works. Not the way it works for some of us. Hey, and props to them for making the living that they made, but I didn't get blessed with all that, if you know what I mean. Hey. So Connie, yes, that's how a lot of people found us. She said found them years ago when Daniel Arms suggested yeah, that was a blessing, absolute blessing to us. That was a rough time. I just quit my job. We had hardly no followers. I was taking a big gamble and risk to try to pursue this. Was seriously thinking about going back to my job at the mill. Thank goodness I didn't, because the mill closed. Had no idea that was going to happen. Daniel found me at a low point. I'm still making content. Gave us a shout out, literally doubled our channel in a couple of days, gave us a couple thousand, 2,000 or 3,000 subs, something like that, and lit a fire under me. Like I still owe Daniel a lot for doing that. He found me at the absolute perfect time to motivate me and keep me going. And then over the years, we've just found amazing viewers that all along the way have just supported us and motivated us and didn't allow us to give up. And now we're where we're at. And we're going to continue to grow this thing and try to get y'all some fun content out. And spicy.
It's got a little kick.
Oh boy. Hey Adam, your favorite subject might be happening tonight or tomorrow. Tiffany says it is spicy, and my stomach don't like spicy.
A little bit different because that was the only thing I
had.
had.
Did you do the
Well, it was some chipotles, but normally I do it in the adobo sauce, and it's not as.
Yeah, what'd you do the other day that lit me up?
I don't remember.
Chimichurri? Is that what? No.
No.
What's that seasoning? You can get a liquid or powder, and the liquid is
chili?
No.
The chili powder I used?
No. You did something else.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Tiffany loves experimenting with seasonings, and occasionally, sometimes it's my esophagus and something else that pays for it. And it sounds like tonight, by the look on her face, I'm going to pay for some experimental seasoning. When she says it's spicy and hot, oh boy, it's spicy and hot.
It's authentic then.
Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, Adam's favorite subject's apparently going to be happening. Don't ask about Adam's favorite subject. We're not talking about that tonight. Oh goodness. Hey, speaking of, there's Adam. I better catch him. Y'all, I got so far behind it. He says, I'm new here. No Speedo for Andrew. Oh my goodness, this Speedo talk. Adam, you're not new. We're not talking about Speedo no more.
I almost made it to the end there.
What you mean?
Trying to space it out a little bit.
Oh, you did good.
Yeah.
We normally yak an hour for everybody that's new here, so we're going to wrap this up. Miss Lee says she was buffering. Anybody else having issues? Hopefully that's just on your end, which we're about to wrap this thing up here. Anyways, Kathy says I need air fryer, videos, steaks. She's been using the George Foreman griddle and squishy thing, and it's the squishy thing. I like it.
Yeah, we use the air fryer pretty frequently. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just easier to use that than turning on the oven and doing stuff, especially with just me and him. And like I told somebody recently, you don't really have to be so concerned with the temperature settings for different foods. I just turn mine up to 400 and I eyeball my food. When it looks done, it's done. Anything that you cook with like cheese, you want to turn your temperature down because it will overcook the cheese. But other than that, the air fryer is super easy. There's really nothing to it. And I got the Instapot brand, and it has like a rotisserie that you could use. It has a dehydrator setting. I mean, it's really simple, easy to clean.
Yep. All right, y'all. It's been going on an hour. I'm gonna grab 2 more questions that I see here. Plus, we're gonna thank Adam yet again. Appreciate you,
Thank
buddy.
Adam.
So it's a thumbs up fund right there. So Drew asked, "What do you all do for money?" We get this occasionally. So what we just discussed. So first and foremost, it's social media. We have now going on 5 different channels. We're on multiple platforms. We make a pile of content: DIY, educational, motivational. Just I try to sprinkle a little bit of everything in. We try to do a lot of teaching and educating and just motivation. You know, a lot of people just want to live this lifestyle or learn how to weld or learn how to build a house. We show all that. But honestly, I've lost count. I don't know. We got 7, 8, 9 different revenue streams because that's what it takes to be able to do this. Because I'm be honest with you, social media is a roller coaster ride. You can have a month where you think, "Woo, boy, we're gonna be rich," and then you can have the next 5 months going, "Woo, boy, I might better go get a job." It is just you just don't know what you're gonna make. So what do we do for money? Multiple different channels on multiple different platforms that earn ad revenue. So whenever you either buy a membership because you don't want to see ads, and I mean a YouTube membership, for example, which is an ad-free membership, not our personal one. By the way, personal memberships earn us money. Or whenever you see an ad pop up on your screen, we get a small fraction of that ad revenue that the company paid to advertise on Facebook, YouTube, and all these channels. That's why that's our incentive to create all the content and spend all the time that we do. And then you hear people talk about shopping through our Amazon links tonight. That's called affiliate programs. People buy some EcoFlow products, and we always are open and honest about that. We're sponsored by them. I really do love their products. Honestly, I do. I use them. We've bought some of their products for our own money. If you go buy, it doesn't cost you anything extra. We get a kickback there. There is just so many different revenue streams. We sell firewood. We split and sell firewood here. Roadside stands. People come and pick it up. I do welding on the side. Some I show on the camera. Some I don't show. I build fire pits. I build cookers.
Sponsorships.
Yeah, occasionally sponsorships come through, which you got to kind of have a bigger channel to get the dedicated sponsorships. We're starting to get there where some of that pays you off as well. You've got all these different revenue streams that you slowly start building as you build up a channel and invest and work into it. And that's honestly what it takes to make all this happen. And then
of course our wonderful
our viewers, look at the people
yes.
donating to us
Yeah.
tonight and doing what they do. Some people do
Yeah.
stuff privately, some people do stuff openly. Y'all, it is a
Patreon.
true blessing. All of our Patreon supporters, absolutely.
Yeah.
Y'all, there's people that do stuff behind the scenes that y'all just don't even see. It takes all that to be able to do what we're doing, to be able to invest in the cameras, the equipment, the computers, to buy all the what looks like really fun videos, and they are fun videos. Y'all, if I just had a normal everyday job where I couldn't do tax write-offs and invest this money right back into steel and equipment and welders and build the cool, fun stuff that y'all want to see. If I had everyday normal day job, we couldn't do a lot of this stuff. We wouldn't have that entertaining area out there and all the fun builds and that. We're literally able to tax write this off. Y'all stuff supports us, and we just reinvest it heavily back into the channel with the new piece of property. We're betting heavily on a house build is going to help pay for that property. So it starts off as nothing with literally no income, and then it starts snowballing and snowballing, and then a new revenue stream pops up and a new one. And
But it fluctuates a lot.
it absolutely does. But this is a business. You find revenue streams, one after another. You figure out how to invest in your business. You get tax write-offs, which is a blessing in itself, and you slowly work it. You try to make smart financial decisions. And it works out sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Thus far, it's been working out well for us. And I wasn't lying when I said earlier, there was times leading up over the last few years to where I was literally going to hang this up and go back and just get another, well, I would say 9 to 5 job. I ain't never had one of those. I always worked shift work and everything else. I was about to go back and get another one of those jobs, but people kept pushing us and supporting us and doing the things they do. And here we are. What do they say? The rest is history. We hope we can continue to say that. So that's what we do, Drew. And thank you for asking. That's what we do in live streams. You're absolutely allowed to ask personal questions and everything else. If it's too personal, we won't answer. That's all right, but that's not too personal. That's how all this works, and people need to know that.
And we kind of go behind the scenes a little bit in our podcast.
We
And
do.
I think we mainly did the podcast to kind of give a little backstory on us. So for the people that don't really know us or only see bits and pieces of us, you can get a little bit of a backstory on, what we've done.
Y'all, we've got a lot of people literally in this live stream that's been with us from day one, that's watched us from when we were flat broke, making nothing on social media, living in a camper on this property, and they watched us. They've helped us, and they've watched us develop all this, and we're trying to grow
Yeah, they're
things.
the reason why we have a lot of the equipment
Absolutely.
and everything.
Absolutely. And hopefully y'all have seen over the years we're not taking it for granted. We're not trying to be cocky or anything about it. We're so blessed that things have grown as well as they have, that we're now going to develop a second piece of property. I would have never dreamed of that, and try to build y'all or bring y'all some cool content. So yeah, we've went from living in a camper here, flat broke, to we're not rich. We're definitely not rich, but we're doing better than we were. And we're hoping 2025 is going to be a better year. 2026, bigger and better projects, which should get more views and pay more.
But you have to make risks too. So
well,
take risks.
Yeah, we're definitely taking risks. There's no doubt about that. But they're getting easier and easier thanks to y'all. So y'all need to hear that. There's a lot of channels y'all watch that are literally millionaires. We're not one of them. We hope to be one day. That never take time to thank a viewer, to recognize a viewer, to talk to a viewer. It drives me mad. I talk about this occasionally. Those channels are where they are. Those movie stars are where they are, making $20 or $40 million a movie because of the people that go to the movies and watch them. Well, y'all spend your Sunday afternoon with us. Y'all do all this support and extra stuff. It means the world to us. It really does. All right, last question. I have yacked on long enough. Connie says, I remember your video where you and Tiffany stood next to the barn saying how Andrew was going to quit his day job.
Yes.
Connie, I remember that too. Move. That's when nothing was here. We were living in a camper under that barn, and I stood in front of that door. And I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to y'all when I say I was making $500 a month on YouTube when I made that video, which was not enough to live on. She was working a full-time job, but it was not enough. But we already knew a year before that announcement that I wanted to pursue this. I had a very supportive wife that supported me. We paid off as much as we could with the job that I had, working overtime and just, making everything else that you could, and decided to take a risk. And I said, we're going to do this for a few months. We got our bills where I can take again for a few months. And if I can't increase that $500 a month, that's before taxes, by the way. If I can't increase that to something better, I'll just have to stop this dream and go back and get a job. And there was a couple times I almost stopped. And Daniel Arms was a huge reason why I didn't stop whenever I was at a low point, making $500 a month. He found me, called me one morning, or DM me, asked for my number. We talked. I'll never forget it. Walked out of that cold camper over there, standing in the background. He talked for a little bit. I had no idea he was going to give us a shout out, and he did a couple weeks later, and the rest is history. And then it motivated me to start making the content we have, and we're constantly going to keep changing the channel up and doing stuff and try to figure out what works to grow this thing into something huge and spectacular. We hope. We can only dream, right? Maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. So there's that. As Paul Harvey would say, that's the rest of the story. All right, y'all. Let me make sure I didn't miss nobody doing nothing here. I have yacked on and on tonight. Are we even still live?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought we died.
Snuck a couple in there.
He did. Yeah. So let me talk Adam real quick. He said, I feel sorry for the office chair.
Yes.
And he said, what was your Christmas present from me, TP? All right. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate you so much. Always got the poop jokes. That is Adam. So y'all, we love and appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for spending your Sunday evening with us. We'll be back next Sunday. Really cool videos coming out this week. Members, we appreciate y'all. There's another thing that Drew was asking about. Our members, our Patreon supporters, we're going to give y'all some sneak peeks this week. As always, our videos will always be free. We love and appreciate all y'all that just watch the way that you do. That's the main way you can support our channel. Watch our content, subscribe to us, interact.
And we do a live stream for members towards the end of the month, just
yes,
to give a little bit of extra perk for that.
We absolutely will. But we're going to give y'all some sneak peeks this week. Obviously, the videos themselves will be coming out for everybody to see. Love and appreciate y'all so much. Good night.
Good night.
God bless. Y'all take care. I've got a burrito taco to eat, and I'm going to tear that thing up.
Yes,
see y'all.
I'm hungry.
All right.
Good night.
See you.